fire and then. Yeah, so Brian. Yeah.
Call the meeting to order this evening, and if you would stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
And the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call.
Osborne,
Here.
Euler,
Here.
Bentley, not present. Jones,
Here.
Kushner, not present.
Approval of city council minutes.
Move to approve.
Osborne,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Euler.
Yes. Adoption of agenda.
Move to approve.
Osborne,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Euler.
Yes. We have a crowd here, so this is great. We have a proclamation tonight for Fire Prevention Week, October 8th through 14th of 2023. Come on up. Good, how you doing, sir? Fire Prevention Week, October 8th through 14th, 2023 proclamation. Whereas the city of Warrensburg is committed to ensuring the safety and security of those living in and visiting our city. And whereas fire is a serious public safety concern, both locally and nationally, and homes are the locations where people are at greatest risk from fire. And whereas home fires killed more than 2,800 people in the United States in 2021, according to the National Fire Protection Association. And fire departments in the United States responded to 338,000 home fires. And whereas cooking is a leading cause of home fires in the United States, and fire departments responded to more than 166,400 annually between 2016 and 2020. And whereas 2 of every 5 home fires start in the kitchen, with 31% of these fires resulting from unattended cooking, and whereas more than half of reported non-fatal home cooking fire injuries occurred when the victims tried to fight the fire themselves. And whereas children under 5 face a higher risk of non-fire burns associated with cooking than being burned in a cooking fire. And whereas Warrensburg firefighters are dedicated to reducing the occurrence of home fires and home fire injuries through prevention and protection education. And whereas 2023 Fire Prevention Week theme, cooking safely starts with safety starts with you. Pay attention to fire prevention. This effectively serves to remind us to stay alert and use caution when cooking to reduce the risk of kitchen fires. Now, therefore, I, Bruce Schuler, I'll say pro tem mayor, City of Warrensburg, along with City Council, do hereby proclaim October 8th through 14th, 2023 as Fire Prevention Week, And I urge all Warrensburg citizens to check their kitchens for fire hazards and implement safe cooking practices during Fire Prevention Week 2023, dated this 9th day of October, 2023. Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. Appreciate the board. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. We have a first and second reading of ordinance tonight. First and second reading of an ordinance authorizing the Warrensburg Fire Department, Missouri, to participate in the Missouri Firefighters Critical Illness Trust and Pool.
Good evening, council. This ordinance presented tonight is to execute the documents that would allow us to join the Missouri Firefighter Critical Illness Pool. A little background on it. Legislation was introduced in 2021, later passed, and was implemented in 2022. It's a cancer award program for Missouri's fire service that will provide them some funding if they end up getting cancer. With a lot of the presumptive care laws that are in place now, this still provides just a quick opportunity to money and resources that we need as we undergo treatment stuff as that process plays out. An initial $5 million was appropriated to fund the trust this year. They did add another $7 million to it to focus on mental health in the fire service. So a lot of support at the state level in getting this program spun up. It covers 17 different types of cancer that are common in the fire service. Firefighters have a 9% higher risk of developing cancer and 14% higher risk of dying from cancer than the general public, just through exposures on the job. We budgeted this year to provide coverage for eligible members. There's some eligibility requirements, starting off with 5 years on the job. So we do have that in the budget this year. They offer 3 levels of coverage: 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. We geared to go towards the 300,000, about $165 a year per firefighter that's eligible to do that. In addition to joining the agreement, there's some things that have to be implemented. They call them the 9 preventive measures that we have to commit to. Fortunately for our department, we're well ahead of this curve and all the things, including using SCBA, field decon, cleaning ourselves after we come out of the fire, washing our clothes, showering, cleaning our PPE, deconning the truck, things like that. We've implemented years ago, so we're good and solid there. But the program starts on the beginning on preventing a lot of this, but this provides kind of a fallback if that worst case scenario happens. So presented tonight, respectfully requesting first and second reading. And I'm staying for any questions if you have them.
Bear with me while I formulate the question. Do they have any testing available to firefighters?
There are testing, so beyond what we get in just normal or wellness checks every year, they do have there's different versions, but one common one is called a one test. It's a blood test that examines for a lot of those common markers, so we can get some early detection.
Thank you.
The foam that you use for putting out fires, didn't they determine that to be a carcinogen?
Yes, so PFAS was in a lot of our early foam, AFFF foam. That obviously we can't get that anymore. We haven't carried it for a few years now.
Good.
But we've kind of made that transition and looked at some different products to limit that risk.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chief.
Okay, thank you.
Move to approve that ordinance second reading by title.
An ordinance authorizing the Warrensburg Fire Department, Missouri to participate in the Missouri Firefighters Critical Illness Trust and Pool. And further authorizing the city manager and city clerk to execute such documents as may be necessary for the Warrensburg Fire Department participation therein. This is for adoption or rejection. Osborne,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Euler.
Yes.
Thank you.
We have a resolution approving the 2023 donation request by the Christmas store from the Stevenson Fund.
As the city clerk, I received a request from the Christmas store. This is a faith and community-based 501c3 organization run by volunteers. It is a request that we receive annually. We did donate to the fund last year and have in previous years. This year, they are requesting $1,000 for assistance to give the Food Insecure a voucher for a decent holiday meal. The funds would come from the Stevenson Trust Fund, of which City Council are the trustees. This qualifies as a charitable, educational, and/or library purpose. City staff would recommend the donation.
I move to approve the donation.
Osborne,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Euler.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a couple of mayoral appointments. We'd like to reappoint Maya.
I'm not sure how to say that.
I know her too. I've met her. Maya as a member of the Warrensburg Arts Commission to fill an expired term through October 2028,
Mhm.
and appoint Tigan Plummer as non-voting member for the Energy and Sustainability Task Force to fill an expired term through October 2025.
I move to approve.
Osborne,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Euler.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any appearances to the council not listed on the agenda? Okay. Thanks, Doug. Who is that? Jill Purvis, please. We know where you live too, so it's okay.
Yeah, counter to popular opinion, I don't live above the Salvation Army. So Jamie and myself, we just wanted to come tonight and just really give our gratitude to the whole city staff, fire, police, public works, everybody from the top down for all the help they had for us for Bergfest. Obviously, with the carnival being added at the last second, there was a lot of logistics that had to be worked out and a lot of people helping us get that across the finish line. And then, of course, everybody that was boots on the ground over the weekend. We just got so many compliments. I will say when I met with the carnival staff afterwards, they just gushed about all the support they'd gotten from city, fire, police, everybody. They just said how kind everybody was and how helpful everybody was. So we just wanted to come and just say thank you from us to you guys and you guys. Because obviously none of it could have happened without everybody working together to make it a great week.
Yeah, it was just from vendors to community members, everyone just said how wonderful downtown was. So we can't do that without the support of you all. So I just want to say thank you.
It was great.
You're welcome. We appreciate all the work you did to it and your volunteers that came out. It was an incredible weekend. Thank you. Couldn't have been any better.
I always say after 10 years, we got it figured out.
So, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep. Miscellaneous matters from the mayor and or city council. City manager report.
The department directors, have anything to like to share? The only thing that I wanted to share with city council is also related to Bergfest, sort of Ruth McGuire and Bergfest.
We have been tracking visits to our website. We've had over 3,100 visits to the rethinkmcguire.com website. So those are from people who entered the URL or use the QR code on the BurkeFest materials. So we had over 350 visits over the weekend. So I did think that could be tied directly to our BurkeFest. 200 found the website through Facebook or city social post. 100 found it through the city's webpage. 40 Googled it, and then of course there's always a handful of unknowns, but we are continuing to get the word out about Rethink McGuire. We do have our visioning workshop on November 2nd from 5 to 7. There will be brief presentations at 5:15 and 6:15. So if you're someone who's interested in being talked to, mark your calendar for 5:15 and 6:15. Also, we will be advertising, we're gonna send postcards to folks who are within a quarter mile of the corridor. And then we're also going to put it on in the Star Journal, and we're gonna try to get some advertisement on their webpage as well. I'm really just trying to get the word out there that we want the people to come out and share and talk to us. We have some great pictures from BurkeFest. My favorite one is the three little girls who all had the "How do you want us to rethink McGuire?" and it was art and flowers. So yeah, and one of them was just practicing writing her name. That's okay too. So we had a great time.
Well, appreciate you manning the booth. Everybody who went out to do that. It was a great idea, and you had a great location right there on the whole street. So
Right in front of the new visitor center.
where's that? We're going to hear about that. Thank you very much. Oh, we need to let Mayor Jim know how quick we can go through a meeting. You have anything else? Okay, I think that's.
We do have closed session.
Yep, we will be moving to a closed session.
You want to remind people of the sunshine law training?
I can. We do have a sunshine law training this Wednesday for boards and commissions. It was streamlined to 1 hour,
Thank goodness.
remarkably, 5:30 to 6:30, and it'll be here as well as on YouTube, and we will record it for future use. So presented by Jay Turner of the Missouri Attorney General's office.
Now, will he be here or is he come?
He will be here.
physically?
He will physically be here.
Good.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's all I have.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be moving to a closed session. Motion to close part of this meeting pursuant to section 610.021 of the revised statute of Missouri relating to hiring, firing, disciplining, or promoting of particular employees by a public governmental body.
I so move.
Osborne,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Euler.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Meeting's adjourned.
Well,